Yes, friends. So this morning it's Larry living with blindness, and we wake up to news of a massive earthquake in Bangkok. Um, I think that's in Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a lot of videos trending with respect to that. So I know you're probably thinking an earthquake. How do we, as persons who are blind and vision impaired, deal with it? I must tell you, I personally am afraid of earthquakes. I think earthquakes are one of those natural disasters you cannot prepare for. You cannot have that mental preparedness for an earthquake. There's no alert system telling you an earthquake coming now unless it's some way. I don't know. I can't say, but I am saying sometimes when persons are blind and vision impaired, you say duck, cover, and hole as the response to earthquakes. But duck where when you are blind? Cover from what when you are blind? And hold on to whom and where? We need to consider that as persons who are blind and vision impaired, somebody who may be, I remember blindness is a spectrum, so somebody who may be low vision is able to tell where they are, what's above them, and what they could probably go under or cover from or stay close to. In our country, we are a very seismic country, I think. We have had some big ones in the past, and who's to say we cannot have a bigger one in the future? But coming out of this morning's tragedy in Bangkok, it begs the question, how do persons who are blind and vision impaired know it's an earthquake? Because I remember many instances. One time I was at our facility in Santa Cruz after lunch in July month, about 2 years ago, and I was hearing this rumbling coming through the valley, and I tell him it's like a big truck coming down the road because we are accustomed hearing trucks passing, only to realize it wasn't a big truck, it was the earth vibration making noise. And the building I was on the second floor, started to rock and shake, and I was by my desk, and I remember rolling the chair across to the door, opened the door, and stood by the door. Because I tell myself, if this building collapse, I want to make sure there's an entryway or something that I could just start to collapse, I could head out. Now, that wasn't the smartest move to make, because if you had head out, who's to say something from above wouldn't have fallen and hit me on my head and killed me then? So there's other instances where people say they're feeling dizzy. And when you're blind, I know of a blind guy, totally blind guy, told me he didn't realize it was an earthquake. He said, I feel like he's feeling dizzy, like he losing his balance, and only to realize it was an earthquake. So everybody experiences it differently, and it's wise that when we are blind or low vision, we familiarize ourselves with our environment, so we know what's above us, what's around us, what, in case of an emergency, what we should do. So until next time, remember to follow, like, and share, be part of the conversation, make your comments, and let me know what's next.